YouTube. How we doing, family? It's your boy, Yo Hoops. And this is another episode of Fading the Public. We go through every NBA game every day. Today's Thursday, January 16th, and we have a 5-game NBA card. A light card, but I'm going to walk you through every game, let you know what I like, and I have 2 highlighted plays for today. We're here every day for free. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And let me get into today's video. Recapping yesterday, we went 0-1 on our highlighted. They got us. They finally brought the run to an end. We've been on an absolute heater. We dropped yesterday's play of the day, though. We took the Orlando Magic plus the 6 points against the Milwaukee Bucks. I thought it was a good spot with Paolo back. Orlando's been competing with Milwaukee, but I saw how the Bucks have been on fire the last couple games. They got us. I'm not going to win every game, especially taking plus money underdogs and being profitable. It's not going to be fun, and it's not always going to be easy for us, but I still hated the way that game played out. The Bucks absolutely dismantled them. I'm going to bounce back, though, guys. The last time I missed a play, we hit our next 9 in a row. I look to do the same. We won't look too far ahead. We're just going to hit our 2 plays for today and get rolling. Let's get into today's video. In our first matchup, we have the Indiana Pacers in Detroit taking on the Detroit Pistons. Pistons are laying 2.5 points, and the total is 227.5. The Pacers have been the better team the majority of the season, but since 2025, both of these teams have been hooping, man. In the new year, the Pacers are 6-1, so they've been absolutely killing it, but the Pistons are 7-1. So both of these teams have only had 1 loss in the new year, playing great. When I look at the injury report, Tyrese Halliburton is questionable, and that's definitely something to keep an eye on. He's the main player, the main motor for the Pacers, so I'm watching Halliburton here. But for me, this comes down to the Pistons winning their last 5 games at home. I've been able to make money with them, and I've been able to trust them, especially coming into the new year. I'm not getting off them that easy. I don't think the 2.5 points is enough to have in your back pocket in this game. So we're rolling with the Pistons minus the 2.5 points. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Phoenix Suns in Washington taking on the Washington Wizards. Suns are laying 10.5 points, and the total is 232. We know at full strength the Suns are way better than the Wizards, but it looks like in this one the Suns are banged up. So when I look at their injury report, Yusuf Nurkic is still missing, and then Bradley Beal is questionable in this game. That's big for the Suns, and I told you guys in their last one going up against the Hornets, without Nurkic and the presence of a big man, a glass cleaner for the Suns, they're in trouble. They ended up winning that game, but we did cash taking the points, the 7 points with the Hornets, and the Suns were really lucky to win that game. They came back in that one. I think we see something similar in this game. The Wizards have a lot of bigger bodies to throw at the Suns and to clean the glass here. I think the Suns are in trouble in this one, and the Wizards genuinely have a chance to win this game outright. We're taking this as our first highlighted selection of the day. We're taking the Wizards plus 10.5, and we're also putting some money on the money line here. I think the Wizards can get that outright upset. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers in Oklahoma City taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder are laying 3 points, and the total is 232.5. We saw this matchup recently. It was on January 8th, 2025, and the Cavs won 129-122. So it was a 7-point game. We were on the Thunder in that one. They were getting 2 points as dogs. This game is in Oklahoma City. That one was in Cleveland. And in OKC, we know that's where the Thunder play their best ball. As home favorites, they're 12-5 ATS. So you've been running up a bag betting on OKC in this spot. My problem, though, is when I look at the injury report. So we know Oklahoma City's still missing Chet Holmgren. He actually traveled with the team, and he's active, so he should be coming back soon. But he won't go in this one. And it looks like now Isaiah Hartenstein will be missing from this matchup. In the last meeting between these two teams, the problem was the big man presence. The Cavs were absolutely dominating in the paint. Now without Hartenstein, I think the Thunder are in trouble here. I have to roll with Cleveland getting the 3 points in my back pocket. I'm not in love with it. I love betting on the Thunder, but I think they're going to have a tough night ahead of them. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Houston Rockets in Sacramento taking on the Sacramento Kings. Kings are laying 4 points, and the total is 225 and a half. Both of these teams look pretty healthy. Most of their main guys are going. Rockets are without Tari Eason in this one, but nothing significant on the IRs. The Rockets are on a back to back. They played in Denver yesterday, so they're with travel in Sacramento here. The Rockets have been playing well. They've been getting dubs where they're supposed to, but I just think matched up head to head, the Kings have a good matchup with the Rockets. I mean, Sabonis matches up with Sengun. Jalen Green, the Kings have multiple defenders to throw at him. Keegan Murray, the first one that comes to mind, but also Malik Monk. He is questionable, so keep an eye on that. But just when I look at every player on the Rockets, the Kings have somebody that matches up with them, and in my opinion, maybe a little bit better. I know the Kings got blown out by the Bucks in their last matchup, but I think the Bucks are just in that mode. When I look at the 7 games prior to the Bucks matchup, the Kings had won 7 in a row. So they're 7-1 in their last 8. The Rockets are young, so I don't think this back-to-back affects them too much, but I still have to roll with the Kings in this spot. I think they have the better matchup and they're not on a back-to-back. They have more fresh legs. So we're rolling with the Sacramento Kings minus the 4 points as our next selection. Let's move. In our last and final matchup of the evening, we have the LA Clippers in Portland taking on the Portland Trailblazers. Clippers are laying 6.5 points and the total is 221. We know the Clippers have been hooping. We took them yesterday against the Nets minus 14, and they blew them out by 50 points. I know the Clippers have been doing real good, but when I look, most of that damage has been at home. We know that because they're the best home team ATS this season. But on the road, the Clippers, they're not world beating. They're 2-2 ATS. They haven't been horrible, but they haven't been killers in this spot. When I look at Portland as home underdogs, they're 9-6 ATS. So they've actually really been performing, getting points in this spot. The Clippers are an older team. We know that. Rest affects them, I feel like, more than any other team in the league. And they are on a back to back here. We know, as I said, they played Brooklyn yesterday. Looking at the injury report, Kawhi Leonard is ruled out, so he won't even go in this game. And then I can't promise any other new additions, like I said, considering the older team going on a back-to-back. When I look at the Blazers, Robert Williams III won't play, and then Denny Advia is questionable. So keep an eye on that. But in my opinion, I think the Blazers compete here, if not win this game outright. Like I said, the Clippers haven't been anything special on the road, and the Blazers, to maybe your surprise, I've been cashing with them, but they've been hooping at the crib. We're taking the Portland Trailblazers plus the 6.5 and sprinkled on the money line as our last highlighted selection of today. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Like I said, I'm not going to hit every play. You know we take plus money dogs, so it's not easy to hit even at a 50% clip, but I hate losing. It had me sick missing that magic play in the fashion that we missed it as well yesterday. I look to bounce back and go crazy. I never dwell on the loss. I focus on our next win. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for rocking with me. We're going to cook up that cash today. I like both of the plays of the day, so make sure you lock them in. It's your boy, Yo Hoops. I'm here every day doing this for free. All I ask is a like and subscribe from you guys. Thank you so much again for tuning in, and I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace.